everyone here for these live readings in honor of Community Poetry, the open mic space at Northern Austin. That was on the first Wednesday of every month from 1 to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is why I'm doing these things. You've heard me doing all of these readings. I apologize because I come here so quickly. I wanted to be on time that I didn't even have a chance to be able to write what the actual poems are in the Facebook links. I will add them. I promise, I promise, I promise. But in this final reading that I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to read two poems, count them two, and they're right in the back of the book. Yep. Of Down in the Dirt magazine's September-December 2022 issue titled The Paths Less Traveled. This is the last time I'm reading from this one because I believe after I get done with this work, I'm going to be releasing the January to April 2023 issue collection book. I hope you guys like that one too. I won't talk about it here in this space. But these are two poems I'm going to share from this book. They not only appear in this Down in the Dirt issue collection book, The Paths Less Traveled, but they also appear in the Cyberwit, not Scars Publications, but the Cyberwit 2023 book that was released during Women's History Month. It was just released, titled Testament. I don't even have copies of the book yet. I'm going to get them the next week. And I've just lost my page. And I'm going to have to show it to you one more time. There we go. This is Testament. I'm trying to show the cover off. It's not really working. Which side is more effective? I don't know. This is the cover for Testament. It is a book that comes in 4 parts. The first part, the largest part of the book, oh, I can read it from the cover, is about human rights post Roe v. Wade. It's the largest section of the book, like the first half of the book. The second section is about life and death stuff, especially when people deal with depression and suicide. Parts 3 deal with poetry reflective of the first book of the Old Testament. And part 4 is 3 little poems to close off the book of poems from the last book of the New Testament. Because a lot of people will rely on the Bible for what choices they should make in life, which also brings it back to section 1 where we're talking about post-Roe v. Wade poetry. So, I'm going to share with you 2 poems from that, and I hope you enjoy them. They're right from the end of the book here from Down in the Dirt, and it'll be my last reading from Down in the Dirt for you as well. And this first one is titled, got it right here, Xing Out Lives. A male misogynist co-worker and I'll make the money while she raises my kids in my house kind of guy. Knew a woman from out of state in a really abusive relationship after she discovered she was pregnant from a boyfriend who terrified her, refusing to wear a condom, and who would say she was stupid enough to get pregnant. She had to terminate this pregnancy before the boyfriend would find out. So this male misogynist co-worker asked if she could stay at her home for a few days while recovering. Of course she could, and of course we would. We welcomed her, gave her whatever space she needed to physically and mentally recover. It broke our heart when she felt bad that she bled. Don't worry about that. Worry about you. And it broke my heart that me, the stranger, couldn't just wrap my arms around her and tell her everything would be okay. But the one thing we did notice about our male misogynistic coworker is that after he helped her, after he saw what being a male misogynist could do, how it could break a human being so, he began to understand the potential error of his ways. He was changed. And I am woe to say it only came after seeing the culmination of Xing Out Lives that changed him. Whose life was worth Xing out, people ask, and this is the balancing act we all perform. For this one man, maybe the true fear of one woman, her fear of being X'd out by man, meant it was necessary for her to X out something before it became life. Karma works in funny ways, where one woman is almost destroyed so a man could see salvation. You've heard the references before. A butterfly flaps its wings in Tibet and a rainforest burns in Brazil. Or after one woman is raped, she learns to make life better for all women. Maybe I saw that here in my no longer misogynistic man. For him to see the light, as it were, and truly understand which lives were really worth saving. These were really necessary pieces to write at the time, and then to put them in that poetry book titled Testament. And they're right here at the end of Down in the Dirt magazine. I got the last one here for you that I'm going to share. I hope you're ready for it, and thank you so much for listening. This one is titled, Is It Really All About Choice? There are some who may argue that a fetus with no mouth to express their lack of emotion while inside a womb doesn't have a choice when a woman terminates a pregnancy. So, religiously infused legislators eliminate the choice of the woman, the adult, full-grown, voting woman, by giving that choice to something that isn't even born. After Roe v. Wade was overturned, individuals gained their choice back. As press polls indicated that parents with children going to colleges in states supporting restricting women's rights are telling their children that they would not pay for them to continue school in a state so restrictive to women, to adult, full-grown, voting women. Quote, if a state does not tell a young woman that they are entitled to terminate a pregnancy after a rape, I'm not sure I'd be spending my money on education in that state, if I may quote U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill. High school students, junior year, senior year, approaching college, now reconsider college choices in these restrictive states after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Quote, I could not consider going to school in a state where abortion is against the law, is only one quoted teen. But she is not alone. But what of the women already in college? When sorority presidents even call the new abortion law just terrifying. But there may be a mischievous light at the end of the tunnel when even in Texas Tech University in Lubbock, a self-described sanctuary city for the unborn, where abortion is banned, students pass around sticks of gum in a freedom of speech zone with info on where to get medical abortion pills. Yes, it's come to this, making it look like you're sharing sticks of gum to get info about protecting women's rights. Which means it's come down to this for those stuck in these situations, these adult, full-grown, voting women may be able to vote for change, though I'm not sure they'll escape the college states who kidnap their rights long before they see real change. What ripple effect will this overturning of women's rights cause? Will school choice change? Will voting choices change? Will population numbers literally change after some in government tried to turn their country back to the Dark Ages? Religious people talk about seeing the light, but the repression they see is darkness for far too many women. Trust me, light they claim to see blinds them to equality. for all living beings. Haha. I hope you enjoyed that reading, you guys. Thank you so much. I should scroll ahead to be able to share again that not only was that in the Cyberwit press, Cyberwit Inc. No, cyberwit.net. I have to make sure I remember it correctly. Book Testament. It's not only in this book, which is released during Women's History Month this year, just released, but it's also in the Down in the Dirt September to December 2022 issue collection book titled The Paths Less Traveled. You can check it out in either one of these books. Thank you for letting me share these poems with you. This is the last reading that I've done so many readings from this book, but I will start with more. You can always find Down in the Dirt online at Scars Publications, scars.tv/dirt. Cyberwit has links for this book and other books. You can also find it by searching for it on Amazon. I'm not a salesperson for this stuff. You can figure this stuff out on your own, right? But in the meantime, I want to thank each and every one of you for listening, because you guys are just the best. And I want to thank every one of you for remaining creative, for staying safe post-COVID times, because it's very important. Stay strong, like this, like all the metal I got on me today for you guys. And thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing and hearing from each and every one of you very, very soon. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you in the live lead. Thank you. You guys are the best. Double plus awesome, as I usually say to my open mic people. Stay well, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you.